Hello dear viewers, I'm glad to greet you. My name is Lebedeva. Let's start our English lesson. My topic for today is future tenses. Actually, I like to represent you several types of future tense, how to use them, and detailize some concrete situations. So be attentive while the lecture, and you may do some notes for your better result in future. So, future continuous, future perfect simple, future perfect continuous. Here you are represented several future tenses and how to differentiate them. Some people still confused how to differentiate. Let's start from the simplest tense, future simple, the simple future tense. We use these tense in order to express some events which are quite possible in the future, about our plans for the future. There is no concrete situation about particular time, I mean hour or minute, no, but our plans for future. So sometimes we may put some adverbs in order to detailize a little bit some particular period, I mean maybe day or part of the day, but that is all. We're talking about some action which is going to happen in the future. Well, you may see some examples. For this purpose, I also would like to mention we should use shall or will auxiliaries and verb in the form of bare infinitive. The next tense is future continuous tense. Future continuous tense is also represented in order to mention our plans or some events, emphasize some events in the future, but here you would like to emphasize some particular period of time. For this purpose, while saying this sentence, you should mention some another event, like point when something will be happening, or you should say some particular time, for example, tomorrow in the afternoon or at 3 p.m. For example, you should concrete some time. For this purpose, in order to organize sentence in this tense, you should use again auxiliary shall or will. After that, you should put be and the verb with ing ending. Here your future continuous tense. The next tense is future perfect continuous tense. In order to represent this tense, you should use the next structure, shall or will plus have plus been and the verb ing, verb plus ing ending. For this tense is actual to represent some part of result, because can you see perfect in the name of this tense, and the rest part of result is in processing. So it means that you represent some part of result and the rest will be done, but you do not mention when the result will be ready for 100%. So here you may see again some structures that I explained you already, and some signal words which may be really useful in order to identify such kind of sentence while doing maybe even some tests. At the same time, these time expressions are really actual in order to give some exact information about your sentence and to give a chance to your listener to understand what tense was that. So now I'm going to talk also about passives a little bit. Actually, passive form is a special form of the verb which is going to represent that something is done not by subject but is done over the object. So instead of subject we have object. We have a little bit another structure. In this example you can see. Actually, I'd like to mention that passives may be both negative and positive. So if you're going to express that something was done not by person but over the person or some subject. So here you are welcome to use passive voice. Passive voice is actual for these tense and for others. I mean group of tenses, not only future but also for present and past. Well, here you are some examples of passive form in future perfect tense in group of perfect. So you may see some examples. I fixed two sentences in active and passive voice. Let's see one of them, detailize one of them. For example, she will have finished her work. So here she is subject and finished is verb predicate, and in passive form her work will have been finished by her. So her work is object and verb is still the same. So here you are some examples, some information how to use future tense. I hope that you will make your speech better and improve your English language with each lesson. Thank you for your attention, my dear. See you. Goodbye.